Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of X4, and today we are finally at the stage where we're going to get our Asgard. Now we have been waiting for a long while to actually be able to build them, and we're hopefully going to get to that stage today. XL Shipyard, Asgard Battleship, there she is. Oh, it's just so mean. I'm looking forward to getting these on the battlefield. Now we're going to try and build a few of these. However, we may be missing a few bits and pieces. Nope, we got the Terran main battery. So we should have everything we actually require now to build this then. And obviously this can also carry some ships. It has a medium dock and 3 small docks, but it can carry a medium ship on top. And it can also carry 40 small ships within its deck, and 3 obviously on top of the landing platforms. So we can get some close support for their own ships. So let's think on that basis. So let's get some. Let's just top up our repair drones. We'll grab a couple of cargo drones just in case, and we'll grab an extra. Defense drone, then repair drones. Excellent. Deployables. Let's throw ourselves some advanced satellites in these, just because these are going to be our front line forces. So they're going to be right at the front, taking the battery in, but they're also going to be there to drop satellites down and stuff like that. We can use the small ships to do it, but this is the commander of the fleets, so we're going to have 1 for each fleet, and we may even do a fleet of 3 of these on their own with just the support vessels moving forward. But for now, let's try and get 3 of them up and running, ready for our 3 main fleets. Right, so we'll keep the advanced satellites because they're a little bit better. We're not paying for them now, so we don't lose the cost in value for money. Let's grab some laser towers, so when you retreat, you've got laser towers to support you. Oh, we're just jumping over a little bit there, so let's grab 50 of them. There we go. As a matter of fact, I don't know why I've gone for the Mark 1s. Let's go for the Mark 2s, and let's just get rid of the Mark 1s. We'll have some friend foe mines, just in case as well. Oh, no, we don't want 350. That'll do. Okay, and we've got flares as well. So that's everything we basically need. Now we can set it to have it attack all enemies, attack capital ships, fighters, mining, missile defense, attack my current enemy, or just defend. The default is to defend, so we'll leave it as is. So everything is good to go. Now we can rename our Asgards if we so wish. Right now I'm going to leave them standard. If you've got any name suggestions, let me know in the comment section and we can get about doing that. But let's go ahead and add them in. Now this is going to require energy cells. We seem to have a shortage on energy cells, so that's not a problem. Let's get 3 of them going. So it needs 237,000 energy cells. It's a good thing we've got energy cells being produced. So let's confirm our order in a second. We can also get a carrier as well. Now we haven't got the Tokyo carriers yet. They are nice. Just like the different design to them. So let's go ahead and get our high preset. Now one thing I didn't check was actually the weaponry on the Asgard, so we'll sort that out in a second. Okay, engine shields and all that are all sorted. Turret groups, we're using beam turrets. Let's switch these over to bolt turrets. For the bolt turrets on a carrier, because they're going to have fighters coming at them and also have their own fighters about. Okay, get them loaded fully, and I prefer the bolt turrets. They look better as well when they fire as well. Okay, softwares, usual. We don't really need docking computers and all this stuff, but why not now? It's just what we're providing it with. Now these have 1 medium dock and 18 small docks. They can carry 10 medium inside them, and again 40 small inside them as well. Something to bear in mind, these are going to be carrying our medium ships into the battle. So let's go ahead and we'll order 3 of them as well. Okay, excellent. Let's go back to our Asgard and check our weaponry system. Okay, so we've got the Terran main battery, the ATF main battery, and yes, we're using beam. Right, so we've got 3 medium and 8 large. Have a look at the location of the... There they are, they're at the side here. Okay. Let's switch them all to bolt as well. There is an advantage to using different ones. The beams are brilliant against heavier ships. So we'll leave Okay, what we'll do then, we'll leave. Where are you? I think 2 and 3. So 2 and 3 can be beam. And then we'll have the rest as bolt. That's like we lost another one of our mining ships. Medium. Where's our medium? Side or underneath? I have a feeling it might be at the front. Where's mediums? I'm not seeing a medium anywhere. Are they at the back? I think there's any turrets at the back. There is no turrets at the back. Medium. I generally have no idea where the mediums are. I'm not seeing any highlighting. Are they at the front? Not that I can see. Where are they? Maybe blind or missing them, but I cannot see them anywhere. Right. Let's switch these up to the pulse missiles. To the pulse cannons. Just add a bit of a flare. Okay, there we go. Confirm the order for now. So we got 6 large ships to be built. Let's go ahead and should have the Okinawa. I'm presuming I remembered to put one on here. Transfer words. Then let's head that over to the shipyard. We could probably do with getting ourselves a bigger vessel. Have a look, build ships. We've only got the auxiliary ship, really. I'm not a big fan of the auxiliary ships. That's the only one I think is let down with a stupid sail on it. I'm not a fan of the sail. It makes no point having a sail on a ship. We will probably get one at some stage, but not right now. And obviously we want to get our builders going at some stage as well. Just so we've got the builders. Yeah, for the XL ships, that's it. We've got plenty of large ships. We've got the Osaka there with all of our setup. We've got the small ships and the medium ships to top up yet. This is just basically our... Well, it's kind of like our warm-up set of fleet, should we say. And this actually only has 2 Osakas in it, so we'll probably need to get a couple more. But I want to get building these fleets, so then we can actually start doing something a little bit better than what we have been doing, which is waiting for everything to be built. So it's going to take a while yet. So let's get our Okinawa. Gonna want to take more. So where am I going? That's the wrong place. Solar power plant. Transfer wares. More energy cells. So that's just going to continue to bring the energy cells to our shipyard. So we need to do a few more of that. Of course, the shipyard itself has some trading ships as well, so it will work on that. Go. Shipyard, transfer words with. Yeah, that's a good start. It should hopefully bring the rest in. Now, what are we going to do once we have our fleet? Now, remember, we have 2 things we want to do here. We want to gain control of our sectors, of all the sectors. This is a Terran campaign, so we are with the Terrans to expand dominance over everybody else. They're a different colour, which is interesting. Don't know if that's a fix or what. No, they're red, so why are they now orange? It must have been taken over possibly by the split. That's interesting. Now, we're also in Getsufune, if you remember. We have our patrol fleets in Getsufune. Fleet number 5. Looks like it has taken some damage to a couple of ships. But what we're going to do is we're basically going to get our new fleets. We're going to secure these zones here. Now, this Argon defense platform will need to go. The whole of Argon is going to need to go. The problem is once we trade blows with Argon, we then lock up our access, because then we've got the Argon trading station, the Argon shipyard, and the Argon equipment docks that we're going to have to take out. We want to claim these here. And as I say, I'm not worried too much about trading with the other places. This is purely Terran technology, Terran supremacy kind of thing. That's what we're going with for this. You're in the Orc Cloud. Now, we do have some various places that we can now expand to. Obviously, the Orc Cloud's got good... Ooh, silicon. Nice. That's got a good amount of silicon in that area. There's more in there as well. How have we got? The gases aren't too bad. There's a little bit of gases in there, a little bit of ice in there. Not much ore, but we're not too worried about ore. But we do have the resources available in our sectors. And we're obviously going to claim other sectors. The Void, Getsafune, and hopefully Antigon Memorial as well. Basically, it's the Antigon that we're taking on here. So the Argon faction of Antigon. We then want to obviously claim Savage Spur. But don't forget that's a one-way system, so we have to go all the way around. So we're basically going to take this whole section here. And what that'll do is it'll basically stop us. So we'll block off Silent Witness and Second Contact for any enemies to come in. And we will hold these key sectors here. There's only one way in here this way. You can't go out this way, so it's a problem for us. But they can't escape that way either. So that's the plan. So it's going to take us a little bit to get these Argon ships built and the Tokyo ships built. So, sorry, Asgard and Tokyo, I should say. So we'll pause there. We'll come on back when we finally got at least one of the ships going, and we can start building the fleet for that ship. And then I can go into my wharf and into my large shipyard, and we can start looking at bolstering the numbers. So we'll be right back shortly. Welcome back, everybody. As you can see, the 3 Tokyos are complete here, and the 2 Asgards are also complete. So now we're going to start thinking about our overspill and actually getting some of these assigned to our Asgard. So at the moment we've got 3 of each, and that's okay at the moment, because obviously we're not overly powerful at the moment. So let's have it all. We'll have the Destroyer defend. We'll have the Osaka also defend. Go. That leaves us with 2 phalanx. We'll have that attack with commander. Again, these are just the backline difference. Matter of fact, yeah. No, we'll do that with commander. Okay, that leaves us with the 2 for each Falks. That with commander. Oh. Again, we'll make some adjustments with this. Falks. Again, if you'd like to see some names on these ships, make sure you do leave them in the comment section below, and we'll make sure we get them added. Okay, so Jean. Also, attack with commander. And the the Katana. Commander. Then we have a Kukri. We'll have 2 Kukris. So these 2 Kukris will actually be our intersect force for our Asgard. Sector 4 commander. Okay, so that's our basic line of thinking for these fleets, and we'll probably do something similar for the other 2 Asgards as well, and then we'll expand on them. But we've now got a fleet. We're currently sat in the Osaka in fleet 3, so I'm now going to meet up with our fleet. Now I've actually just dropped into here. This is the other, the Pioneers section. Now there is a mission here I'm going to hopefully avoid the mission and see if we can double check and make sure we've got all of the requirements in the... This is the trade guild. Let's nip over to the representative's office. Put travel to. And just double check and make sure that nothing's required. I do believe they may have the odd... When it lets me go through. There we go. The odd 1 or 2 extras in there. So we'll just see if we've got availability before we move off from here.
It's an honor to see you here.
Oh, we got received rank.
We're happy that you've continued to work alongside us, and we wanted to reward you for your continued aid in these hard times. It is a real honor to present you with this rank, as a demonstration that we consider you to be one of us. Of course, we will also reward you with benefits. These benefits are linked to your rank, so they will be lost should you turn against us. But, given how you have helped us out in the past, I do not see that being a real worry. I hope you find these rewards fitting to the work you've done, and that you are able to make the most of them. Oh, and expect some of our organizations to reach out to you for help in the near future. Once again, we really appreciate what you have done for us so far. We look forward to working with you more in the future.
Good luck out there.
How many different ways would you like to say that? Right, we've got an autosave, so let's pop on back once the autosave is complete. Okay, autosave is complete. Let's see if we can gather anything.
It's an honor to see you here.
Okay, modules. What modules do we have? So, all the same modules as before. Yep, nothing extra there whatsoever. Ships. Own all them ships, we own all them ships. Own all them ships, and so they're using... Oh, there we go, we got the Callis and the Tukava. Grab both of them. We'll check and make sure there's no equipment that we might require. We own all of them. All of them. It does look like it's just the 2 extra smaller ships. So it just adds to our arsenal. Grab them ships. Okay, right, let's shift E into our ship. And then let's get underway and meet up with our fleet. So, where are we here? Right. Currently at Fleet 3. Let's meet up with our Asgard. So we want to head to... Yeah, so let's just... Like, they're still at the shipyard. We can't dock at that because it can't take it. So we'll fly and wait to here. So they'll head on over there now and meet up with that fleet. We now need to start thinking about our next move. And each one can carry 40 ships. So before we go after this episode, let's have a look at some ships. Build ships. So we want a standard fleet. So we actually have the Callis Heavy Fighter now, which is the version we've got just from there. Similar to the Gladius. Obviously the Gladius is a bit longer and a bit more sleek. But I do like the Callis. I like the look of that. It's quite nice. And then we also have the new Takoba, which again looks very sleek. So that's similar to our Kukri Fighter. Instead of having 1 arm, it's got 2. So I actually prefer the Takoba. Well, let's get heavy fighters. So we want 40 heavy fighters and 40 light fighters. That's what we're going to go with. I'm just going to go for a high preset, so it'll set everything as standard. Weapon rate is the Meson beams. Now, I'm not a big fan of the Meson beams. So let's go ahead and go for the Pulse Laser Mark 2s for everything. Okay, so it actually has 1 less turret, but we'll go with these ones. Okay, we'll get everything in. Consumables, flares, that'll do absolutely fine. So right, let's add that. Then we need so we've got the heavy fighters, so we're going to go for the Takoba. Again, we'll just go for a high preset so it sets everything up. Weapon rate, we want to go for the pulse. Yeah, we'll go for the pulse lasers. Again, they carry 2. Okay, let's make sure we've got docking computers. That, so that's that set up and good to go. So we'll add that to the basket. So we're going to want 40 of each. The reason why we're going to do that is the heavy fighters, the Callus, is going to go on to our carrier, and then the smaller fighters are going to go on to our Asgards to kind of give them a bit of a support. So I think that's going to be us. We're going to need 10 medium. So while we're here, we may as well get the 10 medium. So let's go for, what should we go? Should we go for the Corvette or for the Falcons? I kind of like the look of the Falcons. The Xi'an gunboats are quite nice. They could be good core support actually. So let's go for the Xi'an gunboats. We'll have bolt turrets. These are going to be like fighter clearance. They've still got the main meson stream beam cannons, which I'll keep so they can help out with the capital ships. Then we'll go for our usuals, as we always do. Flares, we've got flares. We don't need anything else. Let's go ahead and add that to the shipping list. Okay, so 40, and we're going to need 10 of these. So that'll do us for this order. We're going to need more metallic macrolattice, so our stations are going to be quite busy. We're almost not too far off now. We're going a hell of a way. Oh no, where are we? I think we're actually here already. We are here already, excellent. So I can hopefully teleport to our new Asgard. Okay, so since this one has been built first, this will be our flagship. So we will now be working from here. The typical look on the inside, but on the outside is a different story altogether. That looks absolutely menacing. That is big. Very, very big. And I like the stations look pretty smart as well. They look like actual decent shipyards that you would expect to see. I'm happy with what we've done. But yes, that looks absolutely amazing. I'm looking forward to seeing how these operate in combat now that we've got our own. And I love the gold colour on it as well. Definitely a good choice for us for that. So, since this is going to be our flagship, let's move it on out of the area. Back into here. Okay, so our flagship. Let's move it to our... Let's move it to our area here for now. Because this is where all of our stations are. I want to have a quick gander on the outside of the stations and see how they're looking. So that'll just clear this here. Let's move this Asgard over to here. This one over to here. Tokyo as well. Let's move that out of the way. Out of the way as well. Go. They should all start moving. You might be waiting for... Oh, you're on your way. We should see our last... Oh no, the last Asgard's been done. So we've got all 3 Asgards done, all 3 Tokyos done. Matter of fact, I've just given... Did we not? No, we did not. We need to... deploy... Follow commander. Yeah. Yep, so that should now give us a carrier that's going to follow us. And I think that's going to be us for this episode. Let me know in the comment section if you got any suggestions, ideas, again, names, stuff like that for the ships. Everything's all kind of just default at the moment, but this is now our flagship with our main fleet. And obviously we'll work on getting everything else built up as well. We've got plenty of fighters on the way, so they'll all start joining the fleet. As a matter of fact, they're all done. They'll all start popping up. There you go, into there, like so. They're the heavier ones, so they're going to go to the Tokyo. So while we're here, we may as well throw them onto the Tokyo one. Yeah, where are we? Asgard. Tokyo. These will be attack with commander. No, they're going to defend commander as default actually, because I will initiate the combat phase through separate means. Done. We have our first fleet ready to go. We can now start moving into the territories and start causing some serious damage, but So that thing is slow moving. But thank you very much for joining us for this episode. Let me know in the comment section if you've got your own suggestions, ideas for this episode and series as a whole. But until next time, everybody, take care for now. Shall see you all next one. Bye bye for now.